This is called Beginnings. My grandfather made my grandmother cut off her long chestnut hair and throw it in the garbage because it was unseemly in a married woman. My mother heard her cry through the closed door, the only time she ever heard her cry. Our family was never the same. I don't know how old my mother was or how she happened to be near when she heard her mother cry. I don't know how she knew what her father had done for her mother to cry so loud that she was heard that one time, or how she knew there was no speaking, that it wasn't the only time, just the heard time. Was it the length of her hair? But she heard, and she knew, that much is certain. There was no speaking. But from a child I knew that my grandmother's never the same was not to answer the call her husband heard to minister in Cleveland. She refused to follow him. Against the grain, she left him, came to live with one of her unmarried daughters, open a space for speaking. I don't remember when my mother told me her mother's story, except that I was a woman then, with her own first daughter, my grandmother long dead. Was my mother the first to speak? Did she tell me because I was the oldest daughter, or because I now had children and should hear it? Did she speak out because she needed to pass it on to the next generation of women? Why do I think she would think I should hear it? I don't know whether my sister heard our grandmother's story. We never talked about it. Until now, my children know her story only in the ways I have lived my life, just as my mother knew her mother's story, in daily, no-word ways which always tell and retell our stories.